Folks, how many of you are aware that the Department of Homeland Security is one act, one stroke of a pen from creating a nationalized federal police force? Oh, surprises you, huh? Surprised me too. Then I came across something called the Delegation of Immigration Authority Section 287G Immigration and Nationality Act. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But let me tell you exactly what that does. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, the largest investigative agency in the Department of Homeland Security, enforces federal immigration laws as part of its Homeland Security mission. ICE works closely with federal, state, and local law enforcement partners in this mission. The 287G program, one of ICE's top partnership initiatives, allows a state and local law enforcement entity to enter into a partnership with ICE under a joint memorandum of agreement. The state or local entity receives delegated authority for immigration enforcement within their jurisdictions. Okay, so what does that mean? That means if your local law enforcement, either city, county, or state, can voluntarily enter into an agreement with the Department of Homeland Security subdivision ICE to become ICE enforcement officers, which are federal. Now, you may not know how this went down, but this particular act was created back in 1996 or prior, but Section 287G was specifically formulated in 1996. And it authorizes the Director of ICE to enter into agreements with state and local law enforcement agencies permitting designated officers to perform immigration law enforcement functions, provided that the local law enforcement officers receive appropriate training and function under the supervision of ICE officers who are all federal. Okay? So if they are operating under federal law enforcement authorities, they become federal. Now, there are a lot of cities in the country that have signed a mutual agreement to operate under ICE. And let me give you a list of them. In Alabama, you have Etowah County Sheriff's Office. Arizona, you have the Arizona Department of Corrections, the City of Mesa Police Department, the Pinal County Sheriff's Office, the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office. In Arkansas, you have the Benton County Sheriff's Office and the Washington County Sheriff's Office. In California, surprisingly, you have the Orange County Sheriff's Office. In Florida, you have the Collier County Sheriff's Office and the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. In Georgia, you have the Cobb County Sheriff's Office, the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office, the Hall County Sheriff's Office, and the Whitfield County Sheriff's Office. In Maryland, you have the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. In Maryland, you have the Hartford County Sheriff's Office. In Massachusetts, you have the Bristol County Sheriff's Office, the Massachusetts Department of Corrections, and the Plymouth County Sheriff's Office. In Nevada, you have the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. In New Jersey, you have the Hudson County Department of Corrections. They also have the Mammoth County Sheriff's Office and the Salem County Sheriff's Office. In North Carolina, you have the Caribous County Sheriff's Office, the Gaston County Sheriff's Office, the Henderson County Sheriff's Office, the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office, and the Wake County Sheriff's Office. In Ohio, you have the Butler County Sheriff's Office. In Oklahoma, you have the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office. In South Carolina, you have the Charleston County Sheriff's Office and the Lexington County Sheriff's Office, together with the York County Sheriff's Office. In Texas, you have the Carrollton Police Department, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, and the Lubbock County Sheriff's Office. Now, I'm going to make a comment. You used to have the Harris County Sheriff's Office, but the former police chief of Harris County was a pro 287G proponent. He ran against a Hispanic gentleman who was anti 287G and promised that if and when he was elected to the office of sheriff, that he would immediately bow out of the voluntary program. Well, on my local news this evening, there was a news conference, and he did, in fact, voluntarily exit the program. And finally, in Virginia, you have the Prince William Manassas Regional Adult Detention Center. All of those organizations voluntarily signed up for that program. Now, if Homeland Security decides that they need more law enforcement officers, not just for ICE, but for something else, all that's needed is for them to institute a program which would authorize, voluntarily obviously, for the creation of a partnership between your local law enforcement and the federal government, which in effect federalizes your local police department. I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, that's out of line, and there should be no, and I repeat this, there should be no ability for the federal government to federalize our local law enforcement personnel. They have enough to do dealing with our local issues without having immigration and custom enforcement duties added to their plates. Not only is it counterproductive, and I'm wondering what kind of monies are flowing in to the local police departments when they partner up with the feds, but it basically takes away from the trust between local law enforcement and the community. And if there's one thing that local law enforcement needs, it's the trust of the community in order to properly discharge their duties. Just a little information to let you know how close you are to having a quote-unquote federalization of your local law enforcement. You're talking about the government whining, the Republicans always claiming that they want less government and less intrusion. This particular program is nothing but further intrusion into the local citizenship of this country.